Hey everybody, what's up? My name is Mike, and I will be doing a podcast on my inspiration of joining Showbro. So basically, it started off when I was a little kid. I've been watching. My parents forced me to watch, but not really forced. Forced me to watch a show called Paris by Night, or another Asian concert show known as Asia Entertainment. Um, Both of them were basically the same type of thing. It involves a concert of Vietnamese music, and instead of listening to the music for the words and be like, "Oh, that's a cool song," I would watch the show to look at the lights and like look at the way they broadcast, the way they do the video, technical stuff basically. So watching these shows just made me want to join to do all this work as well. So basically, what I looked up was scrolled through every single credits, just looking. Oh, he's a line designer. He's the sound. He's the mixer. He's the 5.1 surround mixer. He's the camera guy. He's the whatever it may be. I would always look it up and get really interested in it. So in this case, I looked up the line designer of Paris by Night, or Twinga Entertainment, and that is Simon Miles. Through further research, I'm able to find more information that he did lighting for Dancing with the Stars and a plenty of other TV shows. So it's mostly like it basically does lighting for video and making the video look good through the lighting. So like he did Dancing with the Stars, he did George Lopez, the TV show. He did lighting for that show. He did The Doctors. He basically mostly does TV lighting, which sounds kind of cool now because you wouldn't think a TV would need lighting like that, but in this case they do. So they hire the best, which is Simon Miles. Survivor. He did Survivor. He did the CMT Music Awards. He was the line designer for that as well. So he has a huge background behind him, all the way back to earliest as 1986, where he did like Rock and Roll Christmas and Mystery Magical Special, and then David Copperfield. So he basically went from there all the way up until what he does now, which is Dancing with the Stars, which is extremely awesome. He's able to do many different things too. So he went from all these American shows over to doing the Vietnamese shows that I watch today. So I just find that to be really cool. I wasn't able to find much about him though, because online sources don't really show much about Simon Miles, nor do they really show about people who do regular jobs to do on the web that much. So for instance, you hear a lot about high-end music producers. You don't really hear much about lighting designers or low-end production audio engineers or something like that, or front of house operators, because there's not that much to talk about. Like for instance, I want to go into the field where I work on a Disney cruise line, and those jobs are kind of less known to other people. So if I were to do lighting there, or I'll do sound there or something like that, not many people would be recognized doing those jobs, but we still have those jobs, you know what I mean? So it's still like a big name thing. From those we can go into bigger jobs, but like Dancing with the Stars is a pretty big show, but yet Simon Miles doesn't get that much recognition from it, like say someone who does audio for long periods of time. They would get more recognition than a guy who does lighting. So this is why I want to join Full Sail, because of the fact that I get to do live production, and it sounds so much fun to do. Like, to think about it, sitting in a show, hearing the audience members just cheering and all that stuff, and getting their attention for the show itself. It's just the energy, the vibe is what keeps me going for my job. So that's why I want to join show production. I don't know about working in the studio, but to me, the audience is what gives energy for me to do my job. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm Mike, and this is my Who Influences Me podcast, revolving around basically the Asian shows that my parents had me watching when I was a kid, and me looking up the credits and finding Simon Miles. Thanks.